Madden 26 just dropped, and I've got a brand new defense that's built to help you dominate right away. It's fast, aggressive, and designed to confuse your opponent. You'll send pressure from everywhere, rack up sacks, and force bad throws from the very first snap. Now, we're going to be breaking down the dime rush formation in this video, and it can be found in any of these playbooks. So why to use this scheme? It's built to be able to bring a ton of different blitzes from different angles, including loops, stunts, and mugs, so you can overwhelm offensive protection and create a ton of big plays. In this video, I'm going to break down 4 plays with 2 really good pressure staple blitzes, then 2 amazing sim pressures where we can get home while only rushing 4 players and dropping everyone else out into coverage. Then on Scheme Kings, I have 4 more plays up right now, so you will have 8 total options, giving you a ton of variations to use early in the game. So the first play we're looking at is SS Overload 3 in Dime Rush. Now, before the snap, our strong safety walks down into the box, giving us 8 defenders up front and forcing the offense to account for an extra body. At the snap, both of our middle linebacker and strong safety loop in hard on the quarterback, creating multiple inside threats that can overwhelm protection. Meanwhile, the backside defensive end drops into coverage, so the QB sees an overload to one side but gets an unexpected zone drop that can take away quick throws. All right, so here's what this play will look like once it is set up, and here are the adjustments to make it work. The beauty here is this isn't just a pass play killer. That walk down safety also plugs hard against the run, making it great for early downs. Then against the pass, the looping action gets home super fast, allowing you to get home before a ton of routes can develop downfield. Then for the coverage on the back end, we have a really solid cover 3 shell that does a really good job of slowing down teams if they do block up your blitz. Now for this blitz, I like to use the high safety in the middle of the field. You're going to be responsible for the deep middle, but if nothing's threatening you vertically, you can get aggressive and jump down on crossing routes or in breaking routes shallower over the middle of the field. So when do I like to call SS Overload 3? This is a perfect early down call when you're unsure if it's a run or a pass. The walk down safety gives you a strong run fit, and then if they do pass, you're creating heavy inside pressure with solid coverage behind it. Pressure staples are all about sending fast, overwhelming pressure while keeping enough coverage behind to protect against big plays. These calls can overload one side of the protection, force the defense to keep extra blockers in, and speed up the quarterback's decision making before routes can even develop. Next up, we have DB Blitz in Dime Rush. This is your all gas, no breaks call. We're talking 0-man coverage. Nobody deep, everybody manned up, and both dime backs screaming off the edges. At the snap, you've got instant heat from the perimeter. If they send every receiver out, you've got 2 untouched rushers, and if they do keep their back in, you're still going to get 1 free. The thing about DB Blitz is it forces the QB into panic mode. The ball's got to come out fast, and if your coverage is sticky, you're looking at sacks or terrible throws. It's perfect against empty looks or 5-out concepts because they just can't account for the speed off the edge. All right, so here's what this play will look like once it is set up, and here are the adjustments to make it work. Now, you always want to use the middle linebacker in this coverage, and you're usually going to be responsible for either a running back or a tight end, and if they release, you stick with them in man coverage, and if they stay in a block, you're free to patrol over the middle and just help on anything you see come free. So when do we want to use DB Blitz? This is a great 3rd and long or obvious pass downs call. Then it's also great if you're noticing they're starting to keep their running back in the block, because now our other blitzes won't work as well, but this is still gonna get home. Then if you're loving this dime rush defense, we've got 4 more plays waiting for you right now up on Scheme Kings that can help take it to the next level. This will give you 3 more very powerful blitzes and some really good coverage you can mix in. These are calls that you can add today, and this will make this a complete day 1 defense for you in Madden 26. We've also got a brand new Madden mini scheme live, plus all of our college football 26 content if you're running both games this year. So I'm also running my Madden 26 launch sale on the site, and it's going to run until September 15th. Use code Madden26 to get 50% off your first month. If you want to check out the site, I'll link it down below. Then we have sim pressures, and these are all about deception. We show the offense a loaded blitz look, then only send 4. The extra rush threat drops into coverage, giving us a full 7 on the back end while still getting in on the quarterback. It's the perfect way to bait protection calls, force the QB to speed up, and steal easy sacks without sacrificing coverage. So first up, we have Dime Blitz 2 out of Dime Rush. This is our cover 2 version of the sim pressure, a perfect blend of disguise and efficiency. We're only sending 4 rushers, but one of them is going to be our dime back screaming unblocked off the edge, and then on the opposite side, our defensive end drops out into a 3 receiver hook, clogging the middle of the field and almost playing like another user in the middle. All right, so here's what this play will look like once it is set up, and here are the adjustments to make it work. The beauty here is the numbers. They're blocking 5, we're only rushing 4, and we still can win. Then the cover 2 in behind it keeps our two safeties over the top, making it tough for defenses to find any answers. And as the user, you can bait throws by lurking underneath, knowing that pressure is going to be coming in on the quarterback right into your coverage trap. Then next up, we have Mug Sim Pressure out of Dime Rush. This is our DB Blitz 2's twin. Very similar concept, but now we have a cover 3 shell on the back end, but we're still just sending 4. But now we are going to be using the backside D end and dropping out into coverage. This gives us another wrinkle where we still are playing over the middle with our user, and we have another hook zone helping us in the middle, while our opposite field nickelback is still coming unblocked and we're only rushing 4. All right, so here's what this play will look like once it is set up, and here are the adjustments to make it work. So you can use Mug Sim and Dime Blitz 2 interchangeably to keep your opponent guessing, switch between our cover 2 and cover 3 shells, and they'll never know what coverage you're running on the back end with your sim pressure. So when do we want to call these sims? They are ideal against opponents sending 5 out on routes. Heavy passing teams that release the running back and try to utilize him in the pass game will give you a ton of free rushers, letting you get home while keeping 7 in coverage. All right, so with those 4 plays, you can start locking up people right now in Madden 26. But remember, we've got 4 more plays waiting for you up on Scheme Kings right now that will take this Dime Rush defense to the next level. And then if you want to pair this with an offense that's just as deadly, check out my first offensive scheme for Madden 26. It's built to shred defenses early and often, and you can click right here to watch it now.